Are you a service-based business trying to scale your business, but you're struggling to get leads? Well, if you are, this is the right video for you, because today I'm going to share with you our top 5 secrets on how we not only land leads, but land clients. Hello everyone, my name is Alexa D'Agostino and I'm the CEO of Think Consulting Group. And this channel you are watching right now shares so many great tips about how to scale your business to the next level. And not only is this coming from theory, but this is coming from real practice. So if you have not already, hit that subscription button so that you can get our weekly videos on how to scale your business to the next level. Let's jump right in. If you're a service-based business and you're trying to scale your business, it's a scary stat, but only 4% of us are going to succeed. And that is the real stat. And it's so scary to hear that number, but it's the reality. So the reality is it boils down to 2 things. There's a lot of pressure and there's a lot of competition. So how can you, with this pandemic being almost over, we think, stand out? The pandemic has now created an even more crazy environment for us that has made so much increasing competition that it's making it hard to have a service-based business because there's all these experts coming out of nowhere. So we went from being one in a few to one in a many. So how can we stand out from the crowd to consistently win the game of lead generation? So here are a few things that we have done to build multi-million-dollar businesses that have such consistent lead flow that we actually are able to sleep at night, because that's the truth of success, is being able to actually sleep at night. And while there's no one size fits all to attracting clients to your service-based business, there are things that actually work that can help you not only find, but land and retain premium clients, creating a consistent flow in your business. So the very first thing is you want to establish yourself as a celebrity authority, not an expert. I think we can all agree that in the past, when people have problems, they like consulting experts to help them to overcome the problems. If you weren't seen as an expert in your field, you aren't likely to attract the kind of clients you're looking for. But then the pandemic hit, and now there are so many experts who can help you enter whatever service here, right? So like so frustrating, right? So many fugazis out there now running around selling the exact thing that you offer, right? And sometimes literally word for word. Like, how many times have I been copied? Go Google. Like, people copy me all the time, and that's reality. So you might ask, like, how do I overcome this? How do I overcome all the experts in the world? You got to rise above them. So now you don't want to just be an expert, but you want to become an authority, someone who is not just an expert in the field, but is actually recognized as an expert by their industry peers. So once you successfully establish yourself as an authority, your services will automatically start to get more leads and more ideal clients. And that sounds amazing, woo, right? But this begs the question, how do you get recognized as an authority in your niche? Well, the first thing you got to do is narrow down who you want to help and how you want to help them. Once you figure that out, you need to start doing 2 things. You need to build relationships within your industry, and you've got to get educational content out there and start building a following. And then the last thing that you will do once you do those 2 things is you want to start getting noticed by big media outlets, right? So unfortunately though, we're not done, right? Because as you guessed, as it happened with an expert, now becoming an authority is becoming overcrowded too. Now there's people that are catching on how to do this. So it's not just about becoming an authority anymore, but the thing is, it's becoming easier and easier to get published in things like Forbes and Entrepreneurs and all these media outlets. It's pay to play almost now. So it's becoming easier now to even become an authority. So that's the problem. People can even buy magazine covers now, which is really scary. So the last step after you gain authority is now you got to start gaining real recognition, and not just from industry experts and authorities, but also from celebrities who have actual real influence. And no, I don't necessarily mean like Kim Kardashian, but from people that truly matter in your niche. So for instance, if you build funnels, how can you get Russell Brunson to acknowledge you, right? Because he's a celebrity in the field, right? So that's what I mean. So let's keep moving. So number 2, you want to be specific with what you can actually help your clients succeed. It's so incredibly important to ask yourself, what kind of results do my ideal clients want? Because more often than not, what clients tell themselves that they need is not actually what they need. However, as marketers, we have to attract people first by what they think they need. The problem is most entrepreneurs sell what they think that they need. And most of the time, these leads don't think or know that they actually need it. So for example, our students think they need leads. They come to me saying, I need money, I need leads, when in reality, that's not what they need. They have no clarity, right? That our students have absolutely no clarity in what they're selling, who they help, and who they are. And if you don't have that, then it's really hard to sell anybody, right? Because think about it, you're not gonna jump on the phone with somebody and say, I have no idea what I'm offering. People know when you don't have a clear, concise offer. And if you have no clarity, it's really hard to have that, right? So the reality is though, I could tell you, because I gotta be honest, we did a whole campaign on you're lacking clarity. That's why you're not scaling, and it flopped because people didn't understand that they don't have clarity. They think they do, but they don't. So I sell them the carrot instead, which is we will get you leads. And how we get there, we give you clarity, right? So it's really important to understand what people think they need and not what you think they need, because that is not what you sell. You sell them what they think they need and the problem to that, and the solution is the actual solution that you have to fix that problem. Number 3, you gotta focus your content on the problem, not you. Nobody cares that you're walking on the beach. And let's be honest, sometimes we focus on ourselves instead of the problem at hand because we feel we have to justify what we charge. Oh, I am such a badass. I do all these great things. I hang out with all these people, blah, 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 blah. And the reality is that's great, but we feel we have to make a name for ourselves. But the truth is, if you don't have results, nobody cares about anything else. So if your social media copy, your website, your emails, if it's revolving all around you and not the problem people have, then it's going to turn people off. People are self-centered by nature, right? So you have to create content that solves their problem. If you keep solving their problems, who do you think they're going to hire when it comes down to it? You, because you're the trusted authority in the field. So focus your marketing efforts on the potential clients and their problems. The more problems you solve and the bigger the problem, the more money you make, right? So that is the most important thing. So don't just say you can do it, show them. Right? Focus your attention and your content on solving problems, and that will help you build trust in these potential leads, and it will help them gain respect for you and show that you're the expert in the field and they'll want to hire you. Number 4, you have to work to earn trust, not just money. Solving problems is just one piece of the puzzle. The reality is there's so many people that can solve the same problem as you. So yes, you wean out all the people that can't, but you still have all the people that can. And there's an old saying in marketing that people do business with people they know, like, and trust. And it's such a true thing. And I actually have so many videos on the know, like, and trust factor. But that means you have to focus not only on solving the problems, but by putting yourself out there. So what does this mean? It means you have to do video, because at the end of the day, how do people know they like you if they can't see your personality and who you are? Now, here's the key. You don't want to be liked by everyone, because if you're liked by everyone, you're going to end up doing business with no one. There's a difference between somebody liking you and being a fan, but fans do not buy. And liking somebody and wanting to do business with them is very, very different. So start by actually getting in front of these potential clients so they know you and they can figure out your personality to see if they like you. And once they believe they can trust you to solve your problems, they're going to come to you and you're going to make the sale. So why does this matter? Because you have to build trust, and trust is the most important thing. And I get it. I hate video. Like, honestly, I hate even doing this video, like, puts a pit in my stomach. I hate putting myself out there. And at first I was so terrified. Oh my God, everyone's going to hate me. Nobody's going to want to buy from me. And I didn't want all the hate that went with it. I didn't want all the nasty TikTok comments, and they're out there, but the more I realized, like, hey, I know my stuff. And the reality is I can offer a lot. And if people don't want to actually use me, then that's their loss. That's not my loss, right? So putting yourself out there and having people get to know you as a person, as well as showing them your personality, is a stepping stone to building trust. And trust is the bridge between having a lead and having them actually go to what I call buying land. So number 5, follow up, follow up, follow up. I cannot stress this enough. It's amazing to me. I do a lot of consulting, and so many businesses, even you're talking multi-million-dollar businesses, that don't have a system or process for following up with leads. here's the reality. You're not going to remember who all your leads are. You've got to record them somewhere. You can't just manifest that leads are magically going to put their credit card in your system and buy. You have to lead them to that. We have to be aggressive to remind the leads consistently that they need us, right? So how do you do this? You have to put a system in place, and you have to have a system that not only is constantly putting your brand in front of these people, but it's also reminding you to follow up with these people. And I don't care if it's a sticky note system or an advanced CRM, but you just need some sort of system that works for you. So just do something to keep track of these leads, the notes about the conversation, and when you need to follow up with them next. The reality is it takes more than 7 times to get a lead to dish out money, right? And the problem is that 50% of salespeople stop at 3. So we're not even giving people a chance. We have to be aggressive with our outreach, and we have to follow up because people are not quick to pay anymore. They're so distracted with so much information out there in the world. So we can't be afraid to put ourselves out there so that we can share with them, hey, here's who I am. Here's why you should trust me. Here's the problem you have. Here's the solution. Now, if you want somebody to help you resolve that solution, I'm your person, right? So here's the reality and here's the conclusion. Earning good quality leads, it's getting more and more difficult. That means we have to keep pivoting. We have to change in our business. So you can't be afraid to take risks and try different things and see what works, because failure is part of the game. And the difference is you can't look at failure as the opposite of success. You have to see it as a stepping stone to getting to the right answer. I hope this was helpful. If you have not already, please click that subscription button so that you can get our weekly videos. And I would appreciate it if you will share this video with anybody else that needs it. And if you want a free consultation so that we could walk through your business and help you land more clients, see the description below and you'll be able to schedule a meeting with us. Well, I'm gonna